How's it going, guys? Matt the Mechanic here. Let's take a look at the NAB battery.
Give it to me like.
Alright guys, here with the NAB battery here. Constructed and made in the USA by Ron Carroll. Some of you all might know him. He's floating around on the channels here and the pages for quite a while. So we're going to look at 4 parts here. We're going to look at shipping, quality, construction, and experience. We're going to rate this based on a 1 through 5 scale, 5 being the best and 1 being the absolute worst. So yeah, let's get started. All right, as you all know, shipping is probably one of the most important things to ensure that your battery is going to get from A to B safely. So how well did NAB batteries do in shipping? Well, this is the box it came in. It's a single walled box. The battery was wrapped in this bubble sheet here, and the contents was just secured with some other odds and ends stuff here. So everything came nice, nothing was damaged on the box. I would probably give this a 3. The reason being is a 3 is when I got it, the battery was shaking a little bit in the box. I did talk to Ron about this. He does have some better material coming in play. But regardless, I got it, no issues, no claims, can't complain. Just maybe a little bit thicker walled cardboard box here and maybe some better packaging. But overall, I'll give it about a 3. Let's talk about the quality of the NAB battery. I'm gonna go over the quality of it, what materials are used on the inside, and then just an overall 1 through 5 rating on that. So quality, the first initial impression of it seems solid. It's wrapped. It's got perfect shape to it. It's got good quality cables. These are 6 gauge. Discharge leads with your female QS8. XT60 for charging. Good quality cables, nothing wrong with them. Secure, no complaints. So as far as the quality goes, this battery does use the Molicel P42A cells. It's in a 20S9P configuration, so 72 volts. It's about 38 amp hours. 2,736 watt hours on this particular battery, if you guys are wondering. So as far as the materials used, it is Kydex. It's similar material what's for your gun holster. So this one's a little different here, but it's similar material. The whole battery is wrapped in Kydex, which is really nice. It's got Kydex on the top, on the bottom, and then the whole thing is wrapped and sealed in it as well. As well as the Kydex, it does have RTV sealant around the outsides here. So this is all sealed in. So if you splash water on this or get water coming in from the top, all that is going to be water resistant. I don't know if it's waterproof, but again, I'm not dunking this battery in water. So I wanted to go with a soft shell opposed to a metal case, just to stay down on weight. So as far as other quality parts in here, you got the poly shrink outer skin. Grab handle here is very secure. I mean, I don't feel like this is going anywhere at all, which is very nice. Bus bars, they're laser cut, 0.3 millimeters, and then they have a copper nickel inside here, and I'll throw a picture up right here for you guys. So that's the bus bar. Very nice, honestly. It's probably one of the best I've seen. So rest assured, when you do get a battery, you're gonna get all quality parts. No corners are cut. And honestly, I give it a 5. Good job. This battery's about 6 1/8 deep. It's about 5 3/8 wide. And overall height on this particular battery is 15 3/8. And it is a little bit smaller on the sides as it bevels. The bottom here bevels as well, just so it can slide in the tray. Biggest thing I wanted is I wanted a battery that would actually slide in the factory location without modding the bottom plate and with minimum modifications on the lid. So that's another reason why I got the NAB battery here, because as you can see, I'm one-handed here. And it slides right down into the slot perfectly without any effort. As you can see, it's got some nice wiggle room to it. I didn't have to add the washers here like I did on the Chai, and I didn't have to change out the bottom plate here. So it does fit nicely in the bottom plate. It's secure, it's not floppy. There's minimum big gap here on the frame. So this is one of the better batteries that I've had in here. The other battery I would compare this size to would be the EBMX. They have their pouch style batteries in the all metal casing. And their battery as well, I didn't have to change out the bottom plate or anything. So more power, same form factor for size, got no complaints. Overall construction, I give it a 5. Solid run. Let's talk about the experience. So overall, it was about a little over 2 weeks until I got my hands on this battery. Ron was very open. He answered all my questions. He answered even beyond what most people would ask about batteries. And I had a great experience. Communication was good. Delivery was good. Being upfront and honest about the process and whatnot. You know, there was a few little things that came up that delayed the shipping. But honestly, 2 weeks for a custom battery, no complaints. I wanted a battery that would fit in a factory location. He delivered on that. I wanted a battery that would have the best quality parts on the inside as far as the configuration and materials used. I definitely got that. And I wanted a battery that would have 6-gauge wire in it with the QS8 already installed. One thing I didn't mention about the battery is that this has a 40 amp discharge BMS. Now you might be wondering, like, 40 amps, what are you gonna do with that? It is bypassed, so which means I'm not using the BMS for my discharge side. I'm only using the BMS to manage the cells and the charging of the battery. Now, if you're wondering like, oh, well, that's dangerous, you're absolutely right. If you don't monitor this pack and protect from highs and low voltage and sagging, you will damage the cells. The cool thing about this battery is the XT60 here, I can actually tie that into the power port on my Suron. So if this battery does overheat, if it dips below the rated voltage that we set it at, or if there's a problem with overcharging or whatnot, it will shut off this charge side, which in return will shut off the bike. Very cool feature. You're wondering, is it worth it? I gave you a full run experience, Ron. No complaints. Honestly, I just wanted some stickers. 17 total points here out of 20. Not bad at all. Overall, during my testing, I was able to get 15 kilowatts continuous out of this battery, and I was able to push it up to 17, and it wanted to keep going. Stay tuned for that video, guys. Insane. I felt power that I've never felt before on the Suron. and it's an experience that I hope you all get to have, especially when you're going to a 72 volt battery. So hope you guys like this video. Stay tuned for the next one where we push this battery to the limits and get a top speed run. You won't want to miss that, because I'm excited as you are. And as you all know, this Sur-Ron world is blowing up. You got motors, you got controllers, you have swing arms, you have forks. It's making this $4,000 bike into like a $12,000 or $15,000 bike, and it's like being young again. So hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.